Hey everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pinkbucker Designs, and today I've got a fun little birds of feather project. Now this adorable stamp set is in the 2019 holiday catalog from Stampin' Up, and it's got a little bird for each holiday: Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. This week on my blog on Facebook Friday, I'm going to have a project using these three cuties, but I couldn't leave this one out, so I decided to film a bonus video for a fourth project. So if you're watching this on the day that it goes up, make sure you come back on Friday, and if you're watching it afterwards, make sure you go back to Friday to see the other three projects that I have designed. All right, this is just a cute little box that I made. I, of course, think Valentine's Day, but you know, you could use this any time of the year. How cute is he? And we're using the Toile Christmas Designer Series paper. But hey, look at it. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be used for any time of the year, especially this little gingham check with this cute little chicken. All right, let's make our box first. You're going to need a piece of crumb cake cardstock that is 6 inches by 5 1/4. And if you want to write these measurements down, go over to my blog where I have them typed out for you. They'll be right there under the last photo. All right, on the 6-inch side, let's score at 3/4, 2 3/4. 3 1/2 and 5 1/2. And on the 5 1/2-inch side, you're going to score at 3/4, at 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. All right, now let's look. We've got on this side, we've got a skinny column, and on this side, we've got a fatter column. Here is, these two sections are going to be our lid, the part that folds over. So look at your page and find that skinny. Now that I flipped it over, the skinny section is over here, okay? All right, now let's start with this section on the right side. That's going to be the section that we punch. We want to cut off the rectangle that's to the right and all the rectangles to the left. All right. So let's look at it. There we go. Rectangles to the right and all the ones to the left. Now I want you to take your scissors and snip these two lines right here. Okay, those are the flaps on either side. Then we're going to cut the rest of this one off, just like that. All right. So let's look at it again. Now that's how it should look. All right, now here's the skinny flap again. Cut off the little rectangle at the bottom of that skinny flap, or the skinny tab, and then cut that skinny tab at an angle, okay? Now last but not least, let's trim these up right here, these little tabs. And that's what your piece should look like when it's ready to be put together. All right, now here's the the delightful tag topper punch, and we're gonna punch the top of this. We're gonna stick that all the way in as far as it'll go. See how it's in there? Like that. Make sure it's centered. And then you're gonna punch it. Mine needs a little force because it has a problem, but normally you just punch it. I like to take my aggression out on my punches. And that's how it looks, okay, you guys? All right, let's put our box together. Fold all your score lines. If you have a bone folder, run your bone folder around all of those score lines. And you're going to actually want to use tear and tape or Tombow, or if you have Fast Fuse, which is a lovely retired product, but some of us still have some. Put that adhesive right there on that end tab and fold it over just like that. Whoops. No, let's try that again. Fold it over. Actually, you can lay it down flat to make sure you get those straight. There we go, just like that. Now we're going to fold these guys in. I'm going to fold those first two in, and I'm going to put a little bit of tear and tape. Let's see, one on this end and one on that end. And hopefully we can get the backing off. There we go. And there we go. And we'll fold these in to go right over those squares. And then last but not least, we'll fold in the front tab. That way we have a smooth rounded edge. All right, so fold all of those over. And there is your box. All right, and those go in and this folds down over it. Isn't it super cute? All right, let's put this designer series paper on here. This is the Christmas toile paper, which is gorgeous. Fill it with maybe some candy hearts or some hot tamales, and then fold it closed and get your linen thread, which I think goes nicely here. And we're going to wrap it around like this and tie it. Actually, let's do that differently. Let's wrap it around from the bottom and thread it up. Oh my goodness. Do you guys see what kind of day I'm having? Let's try that again. The third time's a charm, right? There we go. Up from the bottom and then around the top. There we go. Yay. I need some applause because I finally got it right. And we'll tie that closed right there to keep our little adorable little box closed. All right, now trim those to whatever length that you'd like. And let's do our cute little chicken. He's so cute. I'm going to stamp him in Memento Black on thick Whisper White. I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. So I like to use thick Whisper White cardstock when I color with the blends. And I'm going to start with Crumb Cake Light, my light Crumb Cake Stampin' Blend. These are Stampin' Up's alcohol markers, and they are wonderful. Each color comes in a light and a dark. And I always start with the light and then go back and add some shadow with the dark. It has a bullet tip end and a brush tip end. So whichever one you prefer, you can use whichever one you'd like. I prefer the bullet tip. I feel like I have a little more control there. But sometimes, even like this chicken, with that brush tip, it's good to get those big spaces. Now, let's go back and add some shadow. And I like to add shadow anywhere you would see something overlapping. All right, so if it's overlapping, I'm adding a shadow. Then I'm going to take my light. I'm going to go back in and blend that out. All right, now we can add some shadow down here, down along the bottom. That chicken looks just super happy. And we'll blend all of that in. There we go. Don't you love it? So adorable and so easy with these blends. All right, how about pumpkin pie for the beak and for the little chicken feet? And then real red. I'm going to start, actually, I think I'm going to use real red dark for all of it. This is such a tiny little area. I don't think I need to do a whole lot of shading. So we'll go with the dark red. These blends don't leave any coloring line marks. They make you look like an expert colorer, even if you're not. I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and add a little bit of glitter right there to the heart. Oh my gosh, so adorable. Now I'm going to do some fussy cutting. These little birds don't have any dies that match them, so they are going to require some fussy cutting. And I'm going to get my smallest pair of scissors. These are the Stampin' Up! Snips. They're called paper snips. They're very sharp. They're excellent for fussy cutting because they're small and they can get inside those little places. And I am leaving just a tiny bit of white on the outside of my image as I cut it. This will let the eye only see the black line. That way if you have some messy cuts, some that aren't so great, whoever's looking at it's not going to see those because they're going to see just the black line of the stamped image. It's a little trick I used to teach when I was a kindergarten teacher. Would tell the kids to cut with a cloud around the image. Leave a little cloud around. All right. So these little scissors let you get into these little tight spots. This chicken's worth it. She's cute. Or rooster. Is it a chicken or a rooster? I don't know. What do you guys think? There we go. All right. Now, one more thing. We're going to stamp the sentiment, sending love. And I have a little, somewhere right here, a stitched label that I cut out ahead of time. And I'm going to stamp sending love in real red. It might be a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Let's put that on right there with a dimensional. And I'm going to have this going behind our little chicken rooster. And I don't have regular dimensionals, so I'm just going to use some little tiny mini dimensionals because they will work as well too. Well, that one doesn't want to work. Let's stick that on like that. And there you go. You have that cute, adorable little box using that adorable little chicken, rooster, whatever she is, he, she. Guys, I hope you like this project. Remember, I have 3 more projects coming on Friday, so make sure you join me for Facebook Live or come back and watch the recording later so you can have 4 different ideas to use your Birds of Feather stamp set. You can buy all these supplies in my online store. Make sure you check the link on my blog. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.